Time this morning for another episode of Local Roots. Hi, I'm Todd Studer. Well, I shouldn't really say this morning. You might be listening this afternoon or watching this afternoon. That's the cool thing about doing work on the internet is once it's out there, it's out there. And you can go back and watch it later. There are times that I see interaction with shows that I've done from weeks and sometimes even months ago. So if you were a guest on the show, say, back in August, new people may still be seeing it now. That can happen. It's a different kind of medium than what we're used to with traditional media because it's not what I affectionately called appointment listening, that if you weren't happened to have your radio tuned in right when the interview was happening, that was it. It was over. You missed it. It's not that way anymore. With this, we release it and then it stays, and you can watch it and go back and rewatch it or share it again later. I know that we've had that happen. Coming up today, we're going to visit with Nicki Black with HCAN, Home Care Advocacy Network. I say HCAN because it's easier for me to say. Advocacy is just one of those words. I talked with Nicki about that, but had an opportunity to catch up with her after our networking group meeting that we had yesterday, the Council Bluffs Business Connection. And I'm a big fan of Nicki's. And she also had a chance to speak, do some public speaking recently outside of her comfort zone, but I have heard nothing but glowing reviews of what she did. Not just, hey, pat on the back, you did a great job, but it's, wow, did you do a good job? So that interview is coming up today on Local Roots. Another member of Council Bluffs Business Connection is Castle & Associates of American Family Insurance. They are your local insurance provider for all of your home, auto, life, business, and farm insurance needs with 4 convenient locations. They're in Trainer, they're in Council Bluffs, they're also in Nebraska, in Bellevue and in Elkhorn, which means they are local and in your neighborhood, ready to help you navigate the complexities of insurance today. Give them a call for your free quote. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in Council Bluffs, Blake Hunter is your trusted realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. He was our guest on yesterday's show. Blake knows the local market and dedicated to helping you find the perfect place to call home. So you could be a first-time buyer, upgrading, or ready to sell. Blake Hunter is here to guide you every step of the way. Visit the website, blakehunter.homes, and start hunting for your dream home with confidence. Nicki Black, Home Care Advocacy Network, and I've been hearing all about your speaking engagement, Nicki. Well done. You were at a women's conference. Is that what was going on in speaking?
Yep, Community Impact Women's Conference.
What was some of the topics that you were covering that day?
I spoke about aging in place.
Aging in place. Well,
Yeah.
Why not? Because that's exactly what it is that you're talking about doing. And I know that you and I have talked before about some of the experiences in my own life and family members that were able to do that. And it's kind of touching close to home right now because my 99-and-a-half-year-old grandmother, who has been in independent living in a facility, is now just now moving into another wing in order to be able to get some more help. She was able to stay on her own for, I think, 10 years.
Wow.
Is how long that she lived there in that apartment. Which, like independent living is, they have a place for you to get food there, but other than that, you're pretty much just living in
Provides a safe environment to
right.
keep you in.
Yeah, just living on your own. So that's something that's just recently happened, and I know correct me if I'm wrong, but it would be easier for families to know when that time is if you've got a caregiver in the home that
is monitoring daily
Right.
how they're eating, how they're taking their meds, if they're a little more off balance or not. Recognizing that sooner before the fall is
Right.
important.
And something else that we've talked about too is it's a way to make the family again, and they're not the caregivers.
Yes. Yeah. When they visit, they're just visiting. It's not having to check up and ask all the hard questions. The caregiver would report that and they'd see it and have it documented, so they wouldn't have to ask that.
When you have folks come in, is that something that they're thinking about when you sit down for that initial meeting? Because for me, before I learned it from you, I didn't even think about it. So, or would that be something as you're having the conversation with them that, I never thought of it that way?
Yeah, they're very task oriented. Well, what do I need them for? So, and okay, they'll do my laundry. basic, but it's more than that. It's, recognizing, have you taken those meds, correctly? Are they all out of the medi set from the day before during the time frame we weren't here? Are you eating? If we notice that their milk, they normally drink a lot of milk, but the milk is pretty full and it's been there for a week, why aren't you getting your calcium and drinking your milk anymore? Just those little things.
Yeah, it's good that you're here, and it's good that you're also covering a fairly widespread area because I know that you're getting out farther around in the region
Yes.
outside of Council Bluffs.
Yep, all over Southwest Iowa.
Right. So, with that same thing in mind, you are pretty much in a perpetual state of looking for caregivers, right?
Always need compassionate, caring, dedicated, reliable caregivers.
Is that is there any other qualifications? I mean, do they need certifications of any kind? What is it that you're looking for?
So we're non-medical, so no certification required. We do full training, really pride ourselves in our training. We have a full day of hands-on training in the office, a lot of simulations. We do hands-on in the homes to give them shadow shifts and make sure they're comfortable with all levels of care. And we do follow-up visits and make sure they are. And with quarterly trainings on dementia and tough topics of things they're going to see and deal with families. And so no certification needed. We will do all the training and really make sure our caregivers feel supported.
Is this typically a part-time position or do you have full-time caregivers?
I have both. We have 24-hour clients. So if you happen to be open and available and be able to fill those and get your 40 hours that way, but I'll have a lot of part-time. It's their second job or it's their means of a little extra income. Maybe they stay at home with kids while their spouse works and then they work for us when the spouse is home a few hours a week. It's a very great supplemental job where you can feel fulfilled and helping somebody else too.
Yeah, I would also think that being able to match times, because it's not just need in the specific area, but it is what time of the
Mhm.
day do they need that caregiver there.
Exactly. We have caregivers that we have a few that work early morning shifts before they go to their full-time job. They go and they help somebody get up for the day, get their breakfast, take their meds, get dressed, have a bath, whatever they need. And then they go to a full-time job and they start their day off. They're like, I love it. I know I help somebody before I go sit at a desk all day. Just depends. I have bankers, I have somebody who does medical coding. We have a lot of different people. And then some that come and do that after work. So the hours are different. Some of my moms can't work until they drop kids off at school. So they're available while kids are in school, 9 to 3 maybe. And so finding the right shifts for them to fill their day and their availability is what we do.
If someone has an interest in learning more about the possibility of being a caregiver,
Mhm.
what path do they take to make that happen?
Well, you can always call the office or our website. We have a careers link right there to apply. And it talks about the job and qualifications and biggest things, just a clean background. Obviously, we got to run thorough background checks and good driving record to be able to ensure you to drive clients around and to your shifts. And that's basically it. And over 18, definitely over
Over
18.
18?
Yes.
Yeah, so that website is HCAN Southwest Iowa
Dash careers. We'll
dash
take you right
careers.
to that.
There you go. So yeah, to go directly to the website
Yes.
that you
Right
need
to
to get
apply.
to. But HCAN Southwest Iowa is going to get you to the main website where if somebody wants more information about bringing a caregiver into their home, whether it's for themselves or it could be for a family member,
Yep.
to be able to do that. Because I know the area that we live in is known for, we want to keep our aging parents and grandparents at home as long as we can, because how many different homes do you go into that there's such a history, a
Yes.
family history there,
Mhm.
and that walking away from that's pretty hard.
It is hard. It can be somewhat detrimental to some people's health if it's not their idea, if it's not their ideal setting to have to move. If it's their idea and they realize I'm not safe here, I don't have good quality here, I need to be in a safer space, like the assisted livings that are set up to be safe. It's all one level. You have meals provided, you're not cooking and doing your own laundry, or the laundry's right there in your apartment where you're safe to do it as long as you're able. So if it's something where they feel forced to move, they kind of go downhill a little bit at first. Sometimes some facilities bring them right back up, but some people, I built this home, I want to die here, and we want to honor those wishes.
Yeah, in making sure that people are staying safe for as long as possible. So that's why I've always been a big fan about what it is that you do. I think that you're well fitted for your position, and I know other than wishing that you would make your business name easier to pronounce,
Yes.
because for some reason, advocacy is one of those words that I struggle with.
Oh, yes.
I have
HCAN is easy.
HCAN is easy. I have advocacy, and if I punch the ad, then it comes out.
Yeah.
Similarly is another one of those words.
Yep.
I have to say it slowly. It just goes along with that. I would encourage anyone to, if you want some more information, to reach out to Nicki if you'd like to learn more about becoming a caregiver, because the more caregivers you have, the more care you can give.
Yes. Exactly.
And we have an aging population. That's just reality.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to be able to keep those folks in the home as long as possible, folks like you are out there doing the work that you're doing. So grateful for that. Congratulations on such a great event.
Thank you.
Because as many comments as that I've heard back, it's not just lip service. People actually were impressed by what you did. And I know public speaking is not your thing. But at the same time, it used to not be my thing. And now, I talk for a living every day. So it's just a matter of getting more comfortable with it. And you're doing great with that.
Thank
So
you, Todd.
again, Nicki Black, Home Care Advocacy Network of Southwest Iowa. Thanks for your time. Grateful as always. And just keep going and getting after it. I'll get you some more speaking gigs. How about that?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Are you looking for all natural health solutions in Southwest Iowa? Well, you should be using the same person that I use, Bambi Wilson at Bambi's Green Acres Natural Market. She's located in Council Bluffs and been serving our area since 1997. You can shop a wide selection of vitamins, supplements, essential oils, herbal remedies. She even has some bulk food there. It's sourced locally and staffed with over 37 years of experience. Bambi's can help you reach your health goals. She's located at 805 South Main Street in Council Bluffs. She does have a website, bambisgreenacres.com. Bambi's Green Acres Natural Market, putting health in your hands. And when it comes to finding a home for your aging loved one, Jean Bunker makes all the difference as your local senior care advisor with assisted living locators in Western Iowa. She's more than a guide. She's someone who has walked this path herself, and she is also someone who sits on the NAMI Southwest Iowa board with me. And I'm going to be seeing her tomorrow night at the gala for the NAMI Southwest Iowa that will be held at the Cass County Community Center in Atlantic. Still a few tickets available. So if you go to NAMISouthwestIowa.org, you can come out and join us. It's going to be a great evening. Starts with a social hour at 5. There'll be a full dinner. There's going to be awards given out. There'll be an interactive game show that you could even be a contestant in, a chance to win T-shirts and maybe even, dare I say it, bacon. You could win bacon. You're going to want to come. So go to NAMISouthwestIowa.org and get your tickets there. I look forward to seeing you coming up tomorrow night. That wraps up today's show. Thank you so much, Nicki Black with Home Care Advocacy Network, for joining us today. It also wraps up the week. How about that? My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you back here Monday morning.